everybody, it's Barbie from Nellie and Ruth Designs, and I wanted to share with you, I'm starting a new little project here. And first of all, thanks for joining in. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for following along. So I just thought I'd do a quick little video. I'm going to be pulling papers for this. I'm making a sewing journal, and I just thought I would, do a little video while I'm pulling the papers and show you what I did yesterday. So I purchased all of these scraps from a gal on Etsy. I purchased 2 pounds of yellow and gold scraps, and I purchased 2 pounds of another bag of red scraps. So I wanted to do a yellow themed journal. And yesterday I spent the afternoon stitching, sewing, and this isn't done. It does fit I'm going to be using to make the cover of rice box, a Minute Maid or a Minute Ready to Serve rice box. So when I made the, let me just move these papers out. I'm going to be pulling from these packs here. When I was making my material, I did keep measuring to make sure I would have enough, to fold, cut, and fold over. The other thing I did, which you're going to want to keep in mind if this is how you make your journal covers, your booklets, is you're going to want to, when you adhere your lace doilies or this is a little lace pocket, which is really cute for the front, you're going to want to see where your spine is, and how you're going to want to place, this is what the front will look like here. So I wanted to make sure that this was right at the edge. All right. And then this morning I put this little piece of stamped ribbon on. I sewed that on, and then the crocheted doily on the back. And what I'm going to be doing is I'll be taking this downstairs and putting it on a frame, and I will I'm going to be doing a lot of hand stitching on this, a lot of ribbon embroidery along the seams. So I think that'll be really pretty. So as I progress on that, I will show you. But this is something I'll work on at night. Today, my day is Sunday, and it's a gorgeous day here. So, for a little while this afternoon, I'll sit on my screened-in back porch, and I'll do some embroidery. And I'm just going to be embroidering, on the seams here, and maybe, through this here, maybe a little vine or whatever. But I'll be having fun with that. So I just wanted to show you that. And then what I did was I ran off some digital prints as well that I'll be incorporating inside. So I'll show you those now. Let me just see if I can, I'll tell you who I got some of these from. So just bear with me in a minute. I'll show you these, and then what I'll do is I will put in the description where these all came from. Here you can see these came from Mrs. Coggs Crafts, and this is part of her stitched flowers. And these I did, which I really like, on typewriter. I'm going to move this for now. On typewriter paper, and it's thinner than vellum. It has a different texture than vellum. I wasn't sure how it was going to come out, but I think they came out really, really pretty. And they printed out very well on the typewriter. So I'll be incorporating these in tags and on the pages. And then here's another one with some sewing notions. Your thread. And so I did those. I wanted to show you those. I think I'm going to do a video also on the different types of paper to print on, and then you can see all the different, I love the sound of this too. I love anything crinkly. Then you can see the different, formats and the shades. I'll do like a little comparison. So I did those. I'll set those there. Then again, this is from Mrs. Cog's Crafts, some journal cards. So this I did on tea-dyed paper that I get from another gal. And I really like the way these came out. And I will probably most likely back these on maybe an index card separator, with the numbers on it. I'm sure you've seen me use those before. And then I printed out a bunch of, again, from Mrs. Cog's Crafts, really cute sewing sayings. I only sew on days that end in Y. She has really cute, I count my salary in yards of fabric. Very cute sayings on here. Sharp as a needle, falling apart at the seams, ripped to shreds. These are all really cute. So thank you, Elizabeth, for posting these in your shop. So happy. I'm going to try and incorporate that on the front of the front of the journal cover, because I really like that. So I did that. And then these here, this is what I wanted to show you that I ran yesterday. Just bear with me here. And I'll tell you who I got them from. All right, these, I had to go back to my 518 Vintage Girl Etsy shop because I purchased them through there, not my Nellie and Ruth Designs. This is from My Porch Prints. My Porch Prints. And this is the Lazy Daisy Junk Journal Kit. And I just think it's so pretty. I didn't run everything off that I got. I just wanted to run the pages. So, and I'll be folding these in half, and I'll be using them in the book like this. And I'll tell you what I want to do on the back side, because these are plain. I did run these on a cream colored cardstock. They're not, or paper. It's not white, and it's just regular, like typing, not typing paper, but just regular copy paper. It's not like a cardstock. And then there's this one here. So even though it's a sewing journal, I did want to incorporate, I really like this because this looks like something that you could stitch around. These are buttercups and daisies. But I want to incorporate flowers in this as well. But these are all very pretty. So, and with it being the yellow cover, I did want to stick with a daisy. I thought that would be really pretty, a daisy theme. Any type of sunflowers or daisies. And let's see here. These are plain. There's another. And then the last one. And then you get these two blank sheets that you can use for journaling. So what I thought I would do is, I'm still trying to design in my head, because the other thing I want to incorporate, this is going to kind of be based on the sewing journal that you can purchase through Mrs. Cog's Crafts. It's one of her, I'm not going to call it a tutorial, but it's one of her books that you can, the tutorial for a book that you can purchase, which I did. And I want to incorporate felt in the book, a lot of material, because I want to be able to put pins in there, store pins, scissors, tape measures, things like that. I want it to be a true sewing journal, as well as being able to maybe write what projects have been completed, a to-do list, maybe able to put some photos in there of projects that have been completed. So with this, the size of this here, I think I'll be able to do 5 or 6, maybe 5 signatures, because I know the material and the felt, it's going to take up a little bit of room. So what I did, and the jury is still out on this. This is from another digital download. And again, I'll put this in my main body. But these I ran off. These are full sheets. And I was thinking about, instead of, usually I use vintage patterns to make my signatures, such as this. But I don't want to do it for this journal. But I do want to incorporate some, sewing of dresses and things like that in here. So this is another Digi download, and I was thinking about using these for my signatures, each signature. And then what I'll also do on here, I'm not going to leave these plain. I'm going to be putting flowers on here, fussy cut flowers, and I'm going to be collaging over a good part of these. So, so right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in my blue and white journal, I had done 6, but then I backed one out because I didn't want it to be too full where I couldn't add a lot of things. So right now, just the raw, without adding any more papers, I mean, I have 6 in here. I'm probably going to bring it down to 5, maybe even 4. I don't know. I just have to see. We'll play it by ear, how it goes. But right now, I'm getting things ready for 6. And if I only do 4 or 5, I can always have an extra one and just make a little journal and pop that in my shop. So today, I've already pulled these papers here, just for some plain that I can embellish on or put pockets on or whatever. So I'm going to set these aside. So today, I want to try to finish pulling papers. Now, when I have paper such as this with a back, I don't want to leave it plain. So usually what I do is I will take a sheet like this, and I will attach it with a little bit of a tape runner. Okay, I'll put a tape runner here and on this side. And then what I'll do is I will stitch this around the top here. I may round these corners, but again, I may leave them with a straight edge, because if I want to put a corner tab up here, I want to have that straight edge, and they fit better. They fit better in the box. I'm not going to round the corners, so these fit really well in this box here. So I'm going to leave them like that. So I don't want every page to, be backed with one of these. But again, I could change my mind. I just want to make sure there's enough writing for to-do lists and things like that. So I thought what I would do is, obviously I want more paper, designed paper. So I pulled these 3 papers here, Authentique. I don't know why I pulled 2 of those, because I have the same taste. And this here, I think, is this is a Tim Holtz. This is an idea-ology. And I don't know if it's just called Paper Stash or what. But this is a really nice, it has a lot of fun stuff in here. So I'm going to try to match up paper that I think would look lovely on the back side of some of these. And again, these are double-sided. And I don't always like using double-sided paper on the back. I feel like I'm wasting it. So I may, again, the paper that I pull may just be for, you know, to be folded to go into the book. So right now I just kind of want to have you see my thought process on what kind of papers I do pull. Now this I wouldn't mind using as the back side. I'm not crazy about this. I think I wouldn't use this maybe in my scrapbooking of family photos, but this is too dark for me. So I think this is a really pretty page. It would make a lovely back cover. So I'm going to pick that one there. I'm just going to set that over here. And just because I'm just grabbing, not necessarily looking at what will go with what. And again, I'm not crazy about orange. And this is sorry, it's kind of cumbersome here. I do like having the measurements on this side with the brown. This would be a pretty page on the back, and I would make sure that I cut it right here. So this could be pages as well. So we're going to set that aside. And let's see. And they do have, obviously, a repeat in here. I like this. I like the blue dots. I think that would be pretty. Yeah, this has a quick repeat to it. Maybe I will take a blue dot because we do have the blue. That would make a nice page. So I'm going to set that there, and then I'll cut them, and we can have a little chat. I think as far as this book is concerned, I'm done with that. And let's see, let's look at this one here. Sorry I have this on the side, but I just want you to be able to see. I like the back side of this. I think this is pretty. It brings a little red into it. I'm going to use that. I like this part right here. Okay. This I like too. I like this page here. So we will use that. And I'm going to grab this because this reminds me of the bottom of this right here. So that will work. And I like the greens with this green here. So I'm going to grab this as well. And then whatever is left over will make lovely paper to use for tags. These are all little tags, little ones I could use. I don't want to use that. Did I use this? I don't know if I picked this one. Let me see. No, I did not, but I like that. I think that would be really, this reminds me of a tapestry material. So I'm going to pick that. All right. So let me get these cut. And like I said, I could change my mind 80 gazillion times as to, all right, so we want to do 8.5 by 11 because that's what these are. And I'm going to have to get my other, let me get my other one out right here. All right. So I want to make sure that I cut in the right direction. So we have to do 8.5. All right, let's see, 3. There we go, 8.5. All right, 8.5 by, and I don't know if I want to cut into the name or if I want to cut, I think I'll just cut into the name because I do like that. There. And then I can always stitch this around. And then you'll have a, you'll have your page there. So let me just set that there. So this one I definitely want to make sure I have this here. So we have to do this way, 8.5, right? Measure twice, cut once. I don't want to mess this up. So this is going to be my, yeah, this will be my 8.5. I've done it before where, oh boy, I've definitely cut in the wrong area, and I'm going to cut on this side because I want that, I want that more of that red here, this red to show. Okay, so there's 2. All right, we got this one here. And I hope whatever you're doing today, you're having a really nice day. Okay, I think I'm going to take this over to 11 first because it is 12 by 12. Maybe that will make it easier for me. Is that right? Yes. My son's heading out. I hear his car. He goes out and he has all these filming things in his car, and he bought a new car, and he likes to go out and film while he's driving. And yesterday he went out. We have some really pretty areas he can drive through, and he went out and he says, I got to go back out and film today, Mom. I'm like, why? He says, because for some reason he has a GoPro in the car, and he's got another camera. I don't know. See, I'm talking and I can't because I was going to cut this wrong. So this has to be my, see, I did that wrong. So I have to be quiet for a minute. Oh no, okay, so here's, all right, here's my 8.5. And then the 11. So yeah, there we go. He said that his video changed back over to camera. So everything that he recorded while he was driving, it didn't get. I think he's still just learning. This doesn't matter because it's dot on both sides. I think he's still learning the camera, and but typical 20-plus-year-old, it's not him, it's the camera. So, but like I said, it's a beautiful day here. I hope you're having a really nice day. I'm reading a book. I keep forgetting to bring the books that I have just finished, but I'm reading a book called The Woman in the Window, and it's getting good. My girlfriend gave it to me for my birthday, and she called me yesterday, and she's like, how far are you in the book? And I said, I'm this, and this. She says, all right. She says, the movie's on Netflix. And she says, I didn't know if you had finished it yet. I'm like, no. This is 8.5. Hold on, everybody. Right? 8.5. Yep. So I said, you watch it and tell me what you think. So she liked it. She called me back and she said it was really, it stood true to the book. So that's good. And I like that they starred Amy Adams in it, because I just picture Amy Adams when I'm reading the book. So I want to go out, and our pool's not open yet. They won't come until the end of the month. 8 by 11. But I can at least go out and lounge by the pool. The covered pool. All right, so let's see, that's that. Now what I might do is, I may not use all of these. This one I will use to back, because I don't like that. I'm not crazy about that brown. This one here I will use to back, again, because I'm not crazy about the orange. And I am going to sew around these, so I'm not going to fold them today. I'll get them sewn. This one I will use the back, or this, to back it, because I'm not crazy. I don't think that belongs in the journal. It's not the look I'm looking for. So we have that. This one I may use to have this to journal on. This one I think I will use as a page. So what I'm going to do is, just so I don't get confused, I'm going to score and fold this now. my little score. My little score buddy is in my other one. All right, so 8.5 by 11. We're doing 5.5. All right, good. So we have that one. And then, so this one I can put with this. All right, so that'll be a page as well. All right, this one needs something. This one I think I'm going to do a standalone as well. So we may be right back in that book. And I just do that, you know, back and forth, just so, this is a little heavier cardstock, just so it doesn't rip and tear. All right, this side I like. This is a little bit too busy, so I will be using this like that. And then I like this here, so I'm going to use this like that. So I'm going to pull a couple more pages of the Tim Holtz. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I will fold these to see how thick, because I'll be able to sew them afterwards. But I'm just going to score these because I don't want them want to make sure I fold this. Let's do it this way. Let's see. Okay. All right, so that will be one. So let's just put this in here because I want to see where we're at. Where's Gregory? There we go. Where we're at with these. And then that will determine and I still have fabric to put in here. All right, this one is going to be pretty easy here. So maybe on the ones that are a little thinner, just regular paper, that's where I could put the felt. I just really like these. These are so pretty. And I don't think I have to have a lot. in each signature. And I think maybe what I'll do is I'm just going to try to keep a very simple theme. So if I need more paper, I'm just going to use, I'll just run off some more of these digitals. I don't care if they repeat, because I may end up covering, whoops, I may end up covering some of them up. There we go. Nope. With ephemera and things like that, so. I like just butting it up to the side. Then there's no guessing. It just comes out. There we go. And this last one, and that's probably why I'll run a few more of these, only for the fact that we're going to have 2 in one, and I will want more. So in my next video on this, everything will be stitched. I'll have all of the papers in the signatures, and then we can start making some ephemera for it. I'll go ahead and try to as well get get my fabric that I'm going to be putting in there and the felt. So with just this little bit alone in here, let's take a look to see. Oh yeah, we have plenty of room. So I can add a little bit more paper, and then I'll add some felt as well in here. Yeah, and we'll just continue on. But I have a lot of other little items, you know, to put in. I have this sweet little, oh, I have these two here. Hold on. I don't know what they were doing over there. All right. Because I think I had just set them. I had just set them aside. All right, there. All right. So I have done some other little, this I purchased from a gal. And then, but I have been working on, I'll show you a couple other things. I'll be adding this with the silk embroidery, these little roses here, the white roses. And then I've been doing some other little embroidery. I'll cut these out, and then I'll back these, and we'll be putting these on tags throughout. So yeah, there you have it. So that's the beginning of a new journal, and I hope you stick around and watch the progress of this, and we'll make some really fun items for it. And yeah, we'll continue on. So have a great Sunday, everybody. Thanks for joining in. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.